y'all can hear me. If you can hear me well or not. Let me show. Yes. Okay. All right. So thank y'all for joining. I'm gonna get started in just a minute. What was I looking for? What am I looking for? There's something that I feel like I should. Anyways, hi. If y'all are new here, my name is Giarmani, and welcome to my channel. I'm from New Jersey, as most of y'all's know. If you have been on my channel for a little bit already. And today I'm going to share a little bit with y'all about how I live in my purpose and how I found my purpose so young as well at 26. So, actually I've been in my purpose, so that was kind of a little story. That was a little fib. But you know what I mean. Basically, how I live in my purpose. We might do my nails while we're on live too, but I'm gonna do my best to give y'all my absolute direct attention. So, I have been more aware of my journey, my spiritual journey, where I'm going, where I've been, and that is what really triggered me being able to live in my purpose. Oh, that's what I was gonna check. If y'all can hear me. Hold on, let me go to my let me go, hold on. Able to live in my purpose. And when you come in, oh, that's what I was gonna check. If y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. When you come in, please leave a like or two, even a comment will do. And okay, so basically just being aware of myself, checking myself, and being self-reflective, really. That's all it really took for me. And so now that I'm living in my purpose full time, it is pretty, sometimes it's a little triggering, but good in a good way. So I learned lots and lots of lessons along the way, and I'm at a point in my life where my purpose really allows me to integrate all the lessons that I have learned throughout the years. So, yeah, I do want to share with y'all some lessons that I have learned that were like really important for me. When I turned 25, like what was that last year? August last year. So, was that August? No. August in 2023. August in 2023. I turned 25 and I literally felt my frontal lobe like connect, okay, to the rest of my brain or whatever. However they say, like it gets fully developed. I literally felt that. And my life completely changed since then. Okay, so the first thing that I would say um, about how I got to my purpose is that I stayed connected to myself, no matter what. I pretty much just always knew that there was like my body and my spirit, my soul is always like a home within a home. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, this is my home, but there's also I'm my body is a home. So just always knowing that kept me connected to my purpose. The next one was I didn't let folks trick me out of my spot. You know what I'm saying? Even though I thought that I did, that really was not the case. Um, don't let don't let tricks fool you. Okay, don't let tricks trick you out of your spot. No, I'm just kidding. Don't let folks trick you out of your spot. Okay. And so that's the second thing that like I had to master on my journey. Okay. Yeah. And then ooh, this was a really important one. Me as a woman, like growing up, I really had to learn that a man will always bring you to his level, and it's never going to be the other way around. For example, say that you know you're ready for a healthy and harmonious relationship, and you're a woman and you're with someone, or even if you're a man, and you're with someone and they're not ready, like that person is always going to, you know they're always going to be able to sabotage in a way and kind of like bring you to their level. So I would always just say, like, if you know if it ain't meant to be, it ain't meant to be, baby. So definitely, but for me specifically as a woman, that is how I stayed like connected to my purpose. I always knew when to leave, a situation, and yeah, just just knowing that, like, someone if a man don't want to be with you or whatever, they're always going to bring you to their level, and it's not going to be the other way around. Women, we think that we can bring a man, or you know especially men, let's just keep it with men, to their level, and that rarely happens. So um yeah, I also live by never paying evil for evil. And yeah, so that's how I stay in my purpose. That's how I live in my purpose, and how I continue to um, thrive in my purpose. Like, have that balance between passion and purpose. Excuse me. Oof. Yes, and I had to learn to guard my innermost riches. So that's basically like your creativity, your heart's desires, just your spirit, your soul. This is considered to be like your holy grail. Your innermost riches is really your holy grail. That's what I like to think of it as, and that's what I refer to it as. So, just for the people that are new here, um, definitely another lesson that like keeps me in my purpose, is just knowing that you know destiny swapping is a real thing. And when you are in relationships with people, for me, obviously I'm into men, so I just had to realize, hey, like, men can get jealous too. They can be like envious too of like your gifts and your abilities. So a way that I stay in my purpose is by just being really cognizant of that, and always being like, you know, just being aware, really listening, like active listening in conversations with anyone that, I'm considering at the time. Let's see, what else? What else? Number 7. This keeps me in my purpose as well, knowing that envy will ruin lives. Like envy is one of those things that, you know, it certain type of battery in a person's back, like, you know, where everything becomes unclear and everything is a breeding ground for like sabotage. And so we don't want that. Envy and comparison is the thief of joy, of true real joy. So yeah, another thing is knowing that my light attracts all, including darkness, you know. And so living in my purpose, I definitely have I this is what I exercise, using my discernment and being aware of the intentions of those around me. Um yeah, so as a purpose driven individual, I understand that most relationships have an expiration date, and I honor that, and I let go, and I let God, and I let go in love. I really do my best to not end things on a sour note, because you know, unfinished business is not my thing. Like that's not my ministry. That's not what I'm in. Just that's not what I'm interested in. Um, sorry, there's a ad. So I live in my purpose and I stay in my purpose by cleansing my energy frequently, daily. I'm one of those people who are really empathic and sensitive. So I have to make sure that I keep myself protected and cleansed. Yes. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, I definitely take my time a lot more. I actually always been like that, but you know, I just take my time, you know, and that's how I get to live in my purpose. Um, Also, I'm seeing the importance of mastering my communication skills. I'm already a really good communicator, but I'm talking about taking it to the very best level as far as communication goes. That is, you know, how I'm moving forward in my purpose. Um, Definitely taking my health seriously. That is a catalyst that really helped me. It really helped me with staying in my purpose. Health is wealth. You can't pour from an empty cup. So that's really um, how and that it's really important. Like I know that people say, oh, like physical health and you know stuff like that is wealth, and that's true too. But mental health, emotional health, psychological health is a real thing too. Like it, and it's most important if we're gonna be honest. Um, your physical health, obviously, once you're getting healthy mentally, emotionally, and psychologically, your physical health just follows suit. So, um, yeah, take your health seriously. Take your health seriously. Like it's literally no joke. When it comes to like motherhood, fatherhood, everything like that, like your health is very important when it comes to that. So like toxic relationships are like not a thing if you're gonna be like living in your purpose. When you're living in your purpose, like being in anything that will waste your time, your energy, and your resources is like not a thing. So that's pretty much how I stay living in my purpose. Also knowing that the battles are the Lord's and not mine. So I basically choose my battles. I'm not one of those people who are just gonna, fly off the handle for like any little old thing. So yeah. Whew. So the next thing that I um, do that helps me live in my purpose is putting all my eggs in God's basket. So that's basically me putting all my faith and my trust in Him, and knowing that God is no respecter of man and He rules over literally everything in this world. That makes me feel so much better, putting all my faith and my trust in Him and nothing else. So that is how I continue to live in my purpose. If you're enjoying this video, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Um, the next thing is oh, the next thing for me is knowing that my gifts and my talents, you know, and the heart and soul that I put into my artwork, that these things are priceless. And you know, I can't allow worldly things to possess or distort what I know that I'm put here to do. So that one is a tough one, especially in this day and age, especially when you've grown up a certain way. And so, yeah, once I really understood that there's no company, there's no person, there's no thing on this earth that's going to be able to tell me my worth, or yeah, like basically tell me my worth, life became completely different for me, and it was so much easier for me to live in my purpose because of that. It once like that knowing really sunk in, and I wish I had life experience to back that knowing up, because I always knew that like there's nothing on this earth, as valuable as my God-given gifts and talents, my heart and my soul. Like, that, but once you experience it in real life, you know, it's different. It's a whole different ballgame. So that is how, the purpose just becomes the only choice, really. Um, Next thing that keeps me in my purpose and happy about my purpose is that I know that there's no AI, there's no robot, no chat GPT. I'm just kidding. I love Chatty Patty. I love that girl. Um, but yeah, it's none of that is ever going to be greater than the mind and the body and imagination of us human beings. So that keeps me very excited. That keeps me very optimistic, um, and I don't worry about what's going on, in all of these worldly politics and things, because I know that like we're headed towards greatness and expansion. And AI and all the advanced technology is only going to enrich our society. Um, Next thing, God is king, goddess is queen, and the Spirit is alive, honey. Holy Spirit is alive. It's not just in a book anywhere. It's not just, uh, in statues or shrines or anything like that. It's all around you, like right now. Like, Spirit is all around. And so, and it's alive. And you just have to speak to it. You have to build a relationship with Spirit. And so that's how, you know, the purpose becomes the only choice. Um, Next thing is nothing on earth is worth your peace. So once that really sunk in for me, it was so much easier to let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, and let God. Because I already know my relationship with God, with Spirit, is always going to support me, always going to elevate me, always going to take me to the next level, always take me where I need to be. So I don't need to put my faith in a relationship. I don't need to put my faith in a job. I don't need to put my faith in I don't need to put my faith in those things. The only thing that I need is, God, Spirit, Goddess. That's all I need, you know? So it's like really simplifying life, keeping life very simple, because life really is simple. Um, and as long as you're following divine law, you are fine. You're more than fine. You're great. And greatness is really simple. You know what I'm saying? I feel that a lot of people overcomplicate greatness just because it sounds so grand. But greatness is super simple. Okay? So, what else? Yes. The next one. This is really important, especially if you're a creative, if you're a visionary, if you're an artist. Stick with people who have the same meanings of life that you do. Because I promise, as someone who knows their purpose and knows that they're supposed to be, you know, that they're supposed to be on a specific path and going somewhere, you end up getting interceded with someone who has a different worldview or meaning of life as you. There's a chance, there's always like a good chance that you will, you know, get distracted, or you will get, pulled in a different direction. And that's natural. You cannot blame or shame or anything like that just because, you know, you you are human and you fell for like human nature. So that's why it's just important to prevent any of that in the first place, getting pulled off of your path when you know that when you know your purpose, when you're living in your purpose, is to stick to people who have the same meaning of life that you do, and you can see it, like their worldview is the same, or very similar, very, 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 I mean, I'm talking about almost twins, you know, that that is what is going to keep you in alignment. Your beliefs and your values is going to keep you in alignment with the right people. And so you have to use your discernment to see, okay, does this person see the world how I do? Is this aligned with my beliefs and my values? And that'll that'll save you a lot of trouble, a lot of time. Next thing is obviously doing what you love on a daily basis. Doing what you love on a daily basis is a blessing and a gift from God. And so that is an obvious way of like how I stay in my purpose. I you know, beauty is just not my only gift and talent, but also communication and teaching as well. And so, doing what I love, more of what I love on a daily basis, that is obviously how I live in my purpose. Um, and any hard work that I have to do, I make it fun. You know, I make it worthwhile for me to be doing. So the mundane things, I make sure that I make it fun. And that's how I stay living in my purpose, and I don't get like burned out or like tired of the same routine. Ooh, keep on having a burp. Yes. Oh, excuse me. Another way that I stay in my purpose is I am grateful and I praise God, and I'm always open to miracles. Um, and so that's why you cannot underestimate the power of positivity and optimism. You cannot underestimate that. Um, it's the same thing as like, you know, positive, like your imagination working for you. That's why your imagination is unquantifiable. You know, everything else is quantifiable, everything else can have a price on it and everything like that, but your imagination is unquantifiable. So, yep. And the next thing, and this is something that I've always, you know, whispered in my son's ear, ever since he was a little baby. And it is, there's only one you. There's only one of you. And that is what makes you so special. That's what makes you so powerful. And there's only one you. So be the most God pleasing you, promised to you, regardless of circumstances. Okay, so yeah, that's how these are the knowings, these are the lessons that keep me living in my purpose. That is how I got to living in my purpose, by integrating all of these lessons that I just shared with you all. I want to thank you for joining me today, and I'm gonna get up and stretch and stuff like that because I really need to. Probably gonna do my nails, and then I will be back on here, and hopefully y'all are more lively, because y'all are usually more lively on my live chat. So anyways, I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I will talk to y'all soon. Later.